Hizon, one of the most well-known archaeologists, returns to the big screen this Wednesday for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I spoke with Indiana Jones himself, Harrison Ford, as well as director James Mangold about this new adventure. Harrison, let me start off with you. How memorable is the Dial of Destiny for you?
I'd know it anywhere. I remember the Dial of Destiny. I did a whole movie about it just last year. I remember it.
That's wonderful. And it will be showing in the Philippines very, very soon. And Harrison, is this really your final, last Indiana Jones film?
Yes. In a word, yes.
No sixth film? No sixth film?
Huh? No, no. I think we've rounded out his story in a beautiful way, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to tell this last part of the story.
And James, how challenging and fun was it to direct this iconic film franchise?
It was a thrill, honestly. You know, walking onto the set of a great tomb, traveling to Morocco, chasing tuk-tuks at high speed through the alleyways and streets of Fez, and collaborating with such wonderful people. Harrison, of course, Steven Spielberg, Kathy Kennedy, George Lucas, John Williams. I mean, the wonderful experiences never stopped. Even when we finished shooting, I got a chance to work with one of the most inspiring composers of cinema history. So this movie has been, just personally for me, a thrill from beginning to end.
Get back.
Harrison, which scene did you enjoy the most in this final Indiana Jones movie?
The last scene. The last scene was my favorite because it brought together all of the elements of the film and sealed it with a kiss. It's a very wonderful reunion between Indy and characters that you've come to know and love, and it was just an absolute delight to be able to have Jim make a script for us that really encompassed every one of my ambitions for the character and for the film.
And this Indiana Jones film franchise has spanned more than 40 years. What does Indiana Jones mean to this generation of Gen Zs?
Let's find out.
That's the best answer. James, how did you adopt this latest Indiana Jones film, Dial of Destiny, for this generation of millennials and Gen Zs? What will they really love about it?
We just tried to make a film that was taking place in the modern world. You know, unlike the first three films, you know, the last one and this one take place in a period of modernism. You know, the first three films are kind of like living inside the world of the 30s and 40s, a kind of golden age movie world. And while some of those aesthetics we've tried to carry forward, we're also living in a much more modern world with rock and roll and space travel and cynicism and realpolitik and enemies and villains like Nazis finding new ways to infiltrate our culture than the way they had before. So that all these things were, I followed the passage of time to where the story would take place, and it really dictated to me how to make the transition.
This summer.
Indy! A dial that could change the course of history.
I've seen things I can't explain.
Been shot 9 times. Or been tortured with voodoo.
But I've been looking for this all my life.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Harrison, James, we have now a quick fire chat, only a 1- or 2-word answer. Harrison, who is your favorite Disney hero not named Indiana Jones?
Bob Iger.
James, who is your favorite Disney superhero not from Indiana Jones?
Okay, but not superhero. Han Solo.
Han Solo. Oh, that's Han Solo. Harrison Ford. Harrison, who is your favorite Disney villain not from Indiana Jones? Putting you in a spot.
101 Dalmatians.
The lady from 101 Dalmatians, they reminded
Cruella
me.
de Vil.
Always felt
Cruella
very-
de Vil. James, if there was one Disney film, not Indiana Jones, that you would like to direct, which one would it be?
He's saying Bambi.
Bambi.
I'm thinking 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
If there was one Disney character, Harrison, that you would like to portray, not Indiana Jones, who would that be?
Bob Iger.
Harrison, if you would describe in one word Indiana Jones, what is that one word?
Like Bob Iger, only older.
Harrison, James, invite our Filipino
running
fans
joke going.
to watch Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny in the Philippines. Please invite your fans.
My friends, I have one more story to tell about Indiana Jones, and I hope you will enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed making it. I think it's a wonderful film. Please go see it. It's going to make Bob Iger very happy.
Harrison Ford, James Mangold of the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, thank you so much for joining us on CNN Philippines.
See it on a
Thank
big
you.
screen.
Thank you.
I also spoke with another star of the Indiana Jones movie, who is no stranger to the villain role, Mads Mikkelsen, who plays Dr. Jürgen Voller. Tells us about making the film. Hi, Mads. This is Rico of CNN Philippines. Thanks for joining us. First of all, Mads Mikkelsen as Jürgen Kohler. What would you like to remember for this role?
Oh, well, he is a bad guy, so I really want to forget him. But I enjoyed it a lot. I want to remember just being part of an Indiana Jones film, and they invited me in to be just a small fraction of that family, which was a great honor. I grew up with those films. I loved them tremendously. My entire generation loves them, and our parents and our kids. So I'm just very honored to be part of it.
Mads, is this one of the most challenging villain roles that you have portrayed?
Not necessarily. The challenging part is obviously that you always have to try to defend your character. You have to figure out why we like him and what is his mission. And I could do that to a certain degree, but obviously it all falls apart when you realize he's a Nazi. So it's really hard to defend.
And how does it feel like, Mads, to act side by side with the legendary actor Harrison Ford?
Amazing. He is exactly legendary for a reason. One is his talent and everything he's achieved. But even more important, because he doesn't behave like a legend. He behaves like a really nice person, and he makes everybody around him very comfortable so you can sit down and work on what we are being hired for.
And what is Harrison Ford like as a person out of the set, Mads?
He's a teenager. He's a little boy who's constantly cracking jokes and having a lot of fun on set. He is literally the youngest person that I've ever met who is almost 80 years old.
Hitler made mistakes, and with this, I will correct them all.
You stole it.
Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism.
You know, Jürgen Voller is a Nazi turned NASA scientist. Is a villain character like this still relevant today among the millennials and Gen Zs?
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, that was an historical catastrophe, what happened there. But they went to America, they went to the Soviet Union, they went to a lot of places. And the entire world decided to close their eyes and start from scratch. I'm sure that's happening today as we speak with other people.
And Mads, I've read that you are a great dancer and a trained gymnast. Did you use any of these skills during the film?
No, he was not a dancing Nazi, but it comes in handy when you do stunts. So you have a good idea how to fall and roll around and do stuff like that. But unfortunately, he was not in a musical, this guy.
What is your favorite scene in the film?
Oh, I've got so many favorite scenes. I would say the end. The two last scenes of the film are my favorite scenes.
So we really have to watch Indiana Jones and
now
the
there's no-
Dial
you
of
have to watch
Destiny
the
to
whole thing.
find out what are those last two scenes. So now, Mads, a quick fire chat here, a question and a one-word answer. Who is your favorite
Let's do it.
Disney hero not from Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny?
Not from this film, but my favorite Disney hero,
Yes.
Mowgli.
Okay. Who is your favorite Disney villain not named Jürgen Voller from the Dial of Destiny?
Same film. It's got to be Khan,
It's
the tiger.
your next favorite co-star not named Harrison Ford.
It's a little girl who's 7 years old, and I don't know her name yet, but I'm going to work with her in 3 weeks.
Absolutely. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. If there was one Disney
am.
villain you would like to portray not named Jürgen Voller from Indiana Jones, who would that be?
Dracula.
Dracula.
I love Dracula.
If you would describe in one word Indiana Jones, what would that be?
Charming.
If you would describe in one word Jürgen Kohler, which word would that be?
Uncharming.
What is your favorite Disney film that is not Indiana Jones, Mads?
Yeah, I've already said Mowgli, so should I pick something? No, my favorite Disney film is Mowgli. I just love that film.
Mowgli. And your emotions on the last day of filming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny?
So the last days of shooting?
Yes, your emotions with
yeah,
Harrison Ford and they're being directed by James Mangold.
No, there was a lot of emotions. But the last take, the last scene that Harrison did, we were all there waiting, and we clapped, of course. And it was wonderful to watch him, humble as he is. He doesn't want us to clap. He wants to leave the room, but he also wants to stay there for 1,000 years and just enjoy it, the moment. So that was quite beautiful to watch.
And please invite all your Filipino fans to watch this last installment of Indiana Jones.
Absolutely everyone, all my Filipino fans, and even people who doesn't like me, please come and watch Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It is a real roller coaster.
Mads Mikkelsen as Jürgen Voller in the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny film. Thank you so much for joining us on CNN Philippines.
Thank you for having me.